Don't miss Levitt's money-saving discount coupon sale. Discount coupons worth up to $200 off Levitt's regular prices. The more you purchase, the more you save. Now at Levitt's.
We've only been married a year.
And with today's prices, two cannot live as cheaply as one.
So this family counts on the Scott family and these value products. Scott Towels really works. Picks up a spill fast.
Scott Towels has 119 sheets on every roll, more than other quality brands. And Scott Towels cost less. That's a way to
save us money. Scott Tissue has 1,000 sheets. Compared to the other leading brands, Scott Tissue lasts longer, so...
Scott Tissue saves us money.
Scotty's Jumbo Pack. Sun-tight, darling. Scotty's are soft.
But strong. 300 tissues, 20 more than any other Jumbo Pack.
Scotty saves us money.
And Scott Economy Pack napkins, 300 per pack.
And they're stronger than other napkins.
So when people say that prices are out of sight, we say, do what our little family does.
Our growing family does. Count on these value products from Scott.
Where saving money runs in the family.
Return to Peyton Place today on the 4:30 movie.
How did it go today?
I think I've met more people today than I have met in my entire life.
Well, don't let them get to you. Sometimes people expect to be treated like kings.
No, not the ones I've met. They've been very nice to me, that they wanted to help.
Good. I'm glad the job wasn't a mistake.
Never. I hope I can make this up to you, Marcello. You know, I really appreciate everything you've done for me.
It's nothing. Really. Yeah, I was just trying to get you started. You know, a little helping hand like Wanda and Herb gave you.
Hey, you know, Mr. Callison took me on a tour of Landview. I've only seen houses like that in the movies. Oh, he is so nice.
Yeah, was Mrs. Callison there?
Yeah, she was there. She was kind of rude to me, and then she and Mr. Callison argued, and I think I might have caused problems between them.
There were problems between Herb and Dorian long before you ever came to Landview.
That's too bad. Mr. Callison is such a special person. I'd hate for him to be unhappy.
Hello. What color's it? Uh-oh. I think your mommy forgot her key. Let's go to the door.
Hi.
Hi. Come on in.
Thought I'd come by and see Mare.
Good. It's about time. I can't remember the last time you came over to see her. I was going to put her to bed, but now that you're here, I guess you can stay up.
Let me have her. Hi, sweetheart. You got a big kiss for Daddy, huh? Yeah. I thought I'd come by and spend some time with her since tomorrow everything's going to change.
Don't do that. Jenny's marrying Peter. It's not going to change things between you and Mary, so don't worry.
Yeah, well, that's not the only thing. There's going to be some other changes. Come here.
What, are you up to something?
Me? Jenny loves Peter. He loves her. What could I do? I want to play.
I don't know. You just seem to be taking it all rather calmly, that's all.
Well, you're the one who told me I had to let go, didn't you?
Yep. I guess I am. So why did you come over now? Jenny could have been here. You have to learn to call before you come over.
I just left Jenny at Peter's, discussing their wedding plans. Did you know they were thinking about taking Mary to San Carlos with them?
They're not going to do that. They're just talking.
Yeah, well, if they try to do that, I'm going to take Mary so far away they'll never find us.
I'd have preferred it if you had asked for my resignation before you started interviewing my successor. Can I have been wrong about the kind of woman you are? The kind of person? What the hell is happening to you?
thing works around here.
Oh, come on, Steve.
Too much caffeine.
His doctor says it makes him edgy.
Why not try Sanka brand decaffeinated coffee?
I like ground coffee.
Then you'll love the taste of Sanka brand ground coffee.
I do.
Finish all that work around the house?
Yeah, and it's working smoother with Sanka brand.
Sanka brand. Enjoy your coffee and enjoy yourself.
Look at me, Grandpa!
You look real cool, that old-fashioned bathing suit, Grandpa.
I'd feel cooler with the taste of good old-fashioned lemonade.
Country time, Grandpa?
Country time.
Natural lemon flavor from real lemons goes into Country Time lemonade flavored drink.
Not too tart, not too sweet.
That's the taste of good old-fashioned lemonade.
Well, you ought to know.
Country time, tastes like good old-fashioned lemonade.
When a cold sandwich just won't do for lunch, try a delicious hot meal with meat from Chef Boyardee, like beefaroni, enriched macaroni, beef, and tomato sauce.
That looks good.
Or Chef Boyardee roller coasters, wavy macaroni with bite-sized meatballs.
This is delicious.
Economical, too.
Doesn't she have good taste, Mom?
Beefaroni and roller coasters, when a cold sandwich just won't do for lunch.
This cold. My sinuses hurt when I bend over.
With a sinus cold, you should know about 6-6-12.
6-6-12?
Sure. These help 6 symptoms. This one's 6.
And Dristan relieves 12? Prove it.
Look, Bayer or Tylenol help these 6 symptoms. Contact these 6. But Dristan relieves pain, helps drain sinuses, relieves all 12 of them.
No trouble bending today. Dristan really helps.
Dristan tablets relieve 12 sinus cold symptoms.
Hi.
Here you go, hon.
Thank you. Oh, Jenny called this afternoon. I meant to tell you. She said that they are going to take Vicky up on the offer and spend the honeymoon in her mountain cabin.
Ah, just before the leaves start to turn. You know, it's wonderful up there this time of the year.
Yeah. She also wanted to thank us for offering the Southampton estate.
And you were so worried the other day they're going to honeymoon in our house.
Yeah, I was. You know, I've given it a lot of thought. Even though it's causing problems for Brad, I really want Jenny and Peter to be happy. I wish them the best.
Yeah, they're nice people. They deserve it.
Maybe now, Brad will get over this obsession he has with Jenny, and he'll find some girl, fall in love, settle down.
Sam, before somebody else gets up and gets married around here, how about you and I going on a honeymoon?
Sure, great. When do we leave for the ranch?
Oh, come on, honey. You can go there any time. I mean, pick out some other place.
No, I want to go to the ranch. It's your home, and I've heard it's absolutely beautiful there now.
Well, I want to go somewhere we never saw. I mean, we can discover it together. It'll make the honeymoon doubly nice.
Asa, there aren't a lot of places that you've never been to. Where would we go?
Taj Mahal. How would you like to spend a week in a Moroccan palace?
Wonderful. I can see sending my whole honeymoon with a veil across my face.
All right, honey, what about a trip to the Matterhorn?
The Matterhorn? Honeymoons are supposed to be restful.
You pick out a place.
I already did.
Oh, come on, Sam, a new place.
All right. I can only think of one other place that I'd like to go see.
Oh, good. We'll leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I don't care where we go, anywhere in the world.
Have you ever been to Venice?
No.
All right, that's the only place I want to see since I was a kid.
Ah, good. I'll tell you what. I'm going to pack my gondola costume. I'm going to practice my old Sola Mias, and I'll be going. Sola Mia!
You don't have to look at me like that. I'm not going to kidnap Mary.
You better not.
Unless I'm forced to.
I don't like you when you talk like this. You know that?
Don't worry. I have some other alternatives in mind. Thank you, honey.
You have an alternative to sit down with Jenny and Peter and discuss very intelligently the possibility of a move to San Carlos.
I cannot talk to Peter. The man is a moron.
If you wanted to live here, you'd give it a try.
I tried. It ended up in a shouting match. You know, I thought when we first got married it was an ideal situation. That's a joke. Some relationship we had, right?
People get divorces. It happens.
Yeah, but it's supposed to happen when you want it. When you want it to. You know, a lot of people marry the first person that comes along, but not me. No, I knew a lot of women before I met Jenny. Of course, they were all meaningless. And I met her, and I thought it was for keeps.
Oh, Brad, nothing is for keeps anymore.
Yeah. Tomorrow, not only do I lose Jenny, but if they move to San Carlos, I lose Mary, too. And I'm left with nothing. No life, no family, no future.
You're melodramatic, right? You have as much future as the rest of us do, okay? Okay?
Only if I play my cards right.
Do not try to get custody of Mary.
I guess I know what I have to do. I guess I've known ever since...
Since what? What are you talking about?
How much does Jenny really love Peter? You spend a lot of time with him, you could tell me.
Don't torture yourself like this.
And she could live without him. Of course, she couldn't go on without Mary.
You're going to drive yourself crazy, you know that? You're going to turn Jenny against you absolutely completely.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I think I know what Jenny wants.
Brad, you don't know her better than she knows herself. You scare me sometimes, you know? You talk like you want to kill somebody.
It's already been done.
What are you talking about? Talk to somebody. If you're not going to talk to me, talk to your father or Sam or somebody, all right? Please?
No explanation?
This letter was written when you were in Texas.
My going to Texas made you that angry?
I guess so, Clint. I want to explain to you exactly how this happened. Now, Ted and I were talking...
Ah, Ted. I figured he was mixed up in it.
Now, wait a minute. Just don't get angry. We were simply discussing getting you an assistant.
Oh, an assistant. Who suggested it first? Don't even bother to answer that.
The letter is worded incorrectly. I must have dictated it when I wasn't feeling well.
Well, I'll just bet that he wrote the letter and you only signed it.
I resent that.
Vicky, Ted wants me out of your life totally. You are such a fair and sensitive person. I just don't understand what's going on with you. But please be honest with me about that letter.
I don't remember even signing it.
You probably didn't. Ted might have forged your signature.
No, Ted wouldn't have done that. You are talking about the man that I am going to marry.
Why? Do you love him? Vicky, I have some very fond memories of you and me in New York.
Ted needs me.
I don't doubt that. And I can give you the reasons. There's money. There's power.
I do not want to hear this from you now. Please just stop. Don't.
Okay. I just hope I have started you to thinking.
The camping trip was great, but your Bobby lent my Tim his AIM. Now, Tim wants AIM because it tastes so good. So, with Timmy's cavities, he's got to have a fluoride with proof it works. AIM is a fluoride, clinically proven to reduce cavities. Because Bobby likes the taste, he brushes. Really brushes? He gets great checkups with AIM. Great checkups? This group leader pledges to switch to AIM.
Take AIM against cavities. AIM is accepted by the American Dental Association.
I'm your mother. How can you know more?
Mom, it's true. For feminine itching and irritation, you can't buy anything more effective than Massengill medicated disposable douche. It's the only leading disposable with Septicin, an effective medicine for temporary relief of minor feminine itching and irritation. Sanitary and convenient, too, because it's disposable.
And I know Massengill's a name you can trust.
For temporary relief of minor feminine itching and irritation, Massengill medicated disposable douche. It works.
Wrong spelling.
Wrong word.
Wrong column.
Here, you can't go wrong with this. Erasermate 2 erases mistakes.
Can I erase it?
It's new, the 98-cent Erasermate 2. The pen that erases as easily as a pencil.
Wow, you can't go wrong with Erasermate 2.
It's new, Erasermate 2 from Papermate. Now for just 98 cents. You can't go wrong.
For years, women like me with monthly pain were told it was all in our heads. Today, there's all kinds of studies that prove the pain is real. I could have told them that long ago. So could Pamprin. Pamprin fights pain with 2 ingredients, an aspirin-free pain reliever, plus a special ingredient that relieves monthly pain by reducing water gain. A lot of people went to a lot of trouble to prove the pain is real, when all they had to do was ask me.
Pamprin, real relief from real pain.
Hello, Mrs. Callison.
Hello. How nice to hear that you're so concerned about my husband. How fortunate he is to have such a good new friend in town.
Hey, Dorian, what are you doing here? This isn't your regular day for exercise class.
Marcello, I wasn't aware I had a restricted membership. I thought I could come and go as I pleased.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean. It's always a pleasure to see you here.
Thank you. So, how are you enjoying your new job?
Oh, I like it, but it's a little hard getting used to meeting so many new people.
Yeah, the place is really jumping today.
Yes, I'm sure. Is this the first time you've been a receptionist?
Yeah.
Oh, would you mind if I gave you some advice?
No, I'd appreciate it.
The most important thing is that you have to work very hard.
Oh, she has been.
Making sure that everyone who comes here is made to feel very comfortable the minute they walk in the door till the minute they leave.
Well, Cassie, you can't say you haven't done that already, huh?
You've been keeping a very close eye on her, haven't you?
Just making sure she's doing okay.
Yes. And a pretty smile, that always does the trick. She does have a very pretty smile, doesn't she, Marcello?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Callison.
Yes, it comes in very handy here. But there's so many good-looking men, especially at this hour.
Dorian, why don't you change into your exercise clothes? I've got this new combination of exercises I've developed, and I want you to try them.
As you have already noted, today is not my day for an exercise class.
I know, but I've got some free time. I could work with you privately. I think you'd really appreciate these.
All right, if you insist. However, first I want to check my appointment with the masseuse.
Oh, that's right, on Tuesday. I wrote it down. Yeah, right here.
Cassie, let me see the appointment book for a second. No, there's a mistake here. The masseuse isn't going to be in next Tuesday.
Oh, no. Yeah, someone told me that at the beginning of the day, and I guess with all the excitement.
Well, that's no problem.
I forgot.
Dorian, we can set you up on Wednesday at the same time.
You obviously think I have nothing to do.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Callison.
My dear, are you aware that I scheduled my whole day around that appointment?
Well, is there anything I can do?
You've already done it. I'm going to have to spend the entire morning tomorrow rescheduling everything.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll reschedule your appointments for you. I'll call everyone out.
No, thank you. That won't be necessary. The important thing is that you learn that it takes more than just a pretty face to be a good receptionist. See you in the gym.
Yeah.
I tried to make it up to her, but, you know, she didn't give me very much of a chance.
Mister, can I freshen your drink?
Sure. Where's Dennis? He was just here.
He's having his dinner. He likes to eat before the supper crowd comes in. So, what'd you find out about my little Cassie?
Cass, I had the police run a check on her here in California. They came up with nothing.
Oh, I knew she wouldn't have no record. She is such a nice kid.
Well, that's assuming Cassie Howard is her real name.
What?
You never know, Wanda. There's something that troubles me about her. I wish I could pinpoint it. I'm going to keep trying to find out what I can about her.
Well, she is not a thief. I would bet my life on that. And she is probably not a runaway, right? So what is it?
Well, whatever it is, I feel very protective about her. What does that mean?
Means you should be a father.
Where's Cassie?
Renee, what are you doing in here?
Well, I forgot to clean the room this morning, so I just came back to do it now.
Well, what made you remember? The room looks perfectly clean to me.
Well, I just finished.
Does my father know you're in here at this hour?
Well, I couldn't find him when I arrived, so I just went about my business.
Listen, don't come into any of the rooms at night unless you either tell him or I, okay?
Okay. Are you here to see Cassie?
Yes, why?
I don't know. She just seems so lonely. It's nice to know she has friends.
Listen, don't worry about Kathy. She's made a lot of friends since she's been here.
I'm glad.
So am I. Well, we just got this telegram downstairs from California. It's addressed to Cassie Reynolds.
Cassie Reynolds?
Well, isn't her last name Howard? Well, I thought I'd just check with her before sending it back. We have no Reynolds staying here in the motel.
Well, why didn't you open it?
I can't do that.
Well, that way you'll know if there's a mistake or not.
Renee, I can't open it.
But if you wait for Cassie to get home from work, it might be too late for the other Cassie to get this information.
Renee, I can't open somebody else's telegram.
But who's gonna know?
Renee, will you just do me a favor and stick to cleaning your rooms and don't worry about other people's private business? If it isn't Cassie, she'll just bring it back downstairs.
Whatever you say.
It's probably a mistake anyway. I mean, why would Cassie want to use an assumed name? Come on. Let's go.
The making of Taster's Choice. Take the best ground roast fresh perk coffee you know how to make. Then freeze it. To lock in all that fresh perk flavor when you remove the ice, you'll have rich, natural chunks of freeze-dried coffee made by a premium process that's unlike ordinary heat drying. Taster's Choice, regular and green label decaffeinated. The only leading coffee that's freeze-dried.
Honey, where's the other trash bag?
There's only 2.
But every week I usually carry 3 to the curb.
This week we switched to new, tougher Hefty.
New Hefty trash bags now have an inner layer reinforced with tougher plastic. So tough, the load in 3 weaker bargain bags can now be held in just 2 same-sized Hefty bags.
We'll use fewer bags and save money.
And make fewer trips to the curb.
New Hefty.
Enough to overstop.
Inside this beautiful blue bottle, there's a new life for your oily skin. This is Noxema Antiseptic Skin Cleanser. It's tough on oil because oily skin is no easy problem. But it's soft on your skin because Noxema adds a propoxylated skin softener other astringents don't. So Noxema is tough on oil.
It's soft on your skin. That's amazing.
That's a new life for your oily skin. Try Noxema Antiseptic Skin Cleanser, the tough astringent.
With a soft touch.
For today's FBI.
I need you alive.
Inspired by FBI cases of agents risking their lives to protect the public.
Let's not take a chance losing him.
Okay, let's do it.
Highly trained men and women ready to fight today's crime. Mike Connors is the new man behind today's FBI.
Mondays to nights, ABC. Here's the place.
Now, if you find out anything, you will let me know, right? I've no fear.
How are you?
Nice
Where is my cousin Asa?
Oh, he'll be here any minute.
Okay.
You look wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, news. We're going to Venice for a honeymoon.
Oh, too bad for you.
I know I would give anything to get in one of them gondolas, and you better take pills along for seasickness.
Oh, I won't be getting seasick. I'll be enjoying myself too much. I can see it now. Romantic sunset, the piazza at San Marco with the bands playing, the pigeons.
One more word. You're going to have to keep me off that plane.
You couldn't pick a better spot for a honeymoon.
Oh, you've been there.
No.
Oh.
I started to. I had the plane reservations, had the hotel booked. It was going to be a honeymoon.
Oh, and then Dorian changed her mind, I guess.
Yeah, well, my traveling companion wasn't Dorian.
I see. Open mouth and third pretzel.
No. That's all right. It's a long time ago, and the honeymoon never happened, and it's all right. Listen, I have to pick up Dorian at the health club. Can you save a table for us about 8?
Hey, of course. I will do that, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a lovely trip.
Thank you.
Bye. Listen, will you do me a favor?
Sure, anything.
No, don't say anything until you hear exactly what it is that I want you to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, would you please talk to Cousin Asa, and would you ask him to send Rafe back? Because if he's going to go away to Venice now, this might postpone things a week. It might postpone things 2 weeks.
No, Wanda, listen, Asa...
No, you listen to me, because I really need Rafe back here, because we have a lot of decisions to make about the Country Western Club, because I want that to be the best club in the whole country. And I need to have Rafe back
Wanda,
here.
Asa
Otherwise, it's going to be postponed indefinitely, understand?
Yeah, I do. See, Asa has a surprise for you.
Listen, I get very angry with Asa sometimes. I mean, he's a very nice man. I have to say that because he's your husband, right?
Yeah.
But besides that, he's very inconsiderate.
Surprise!
Does this make you happy, Cousin Wanda?
This makes me happy. Welcome home. I have never
Well,
been so
here I am. I'm ready to work.
Oh, Cousin Asa, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my
Well,
heart.
he had some important work to do down in Texas. And by the way, girls, he did a very nice job.
Oh, I bet he did. I am so glad. What was it you were doing down there?
Oh, why don't we just talk about that some other time, okay? You know, right now, Wanda, what I really need is one of Henri's special dinners.
One of Henri's special dinners coming right up, and it's on the house. Oh, Ian. Oh, I am so happy that you're here.
It's so darn good to be back, Wanda. Mwah!
Now, you all just stand still right here, and I will get the waitress to set up a very special table, okay? Okay.
Hey, welcome home.
Mwah! Thank you, honey.
Good to see you. You know, it's really ironic. Here you are, you don't want to go down to Texas, and Asa sends you. And I am dying to see the ranch, and he won't take me.
Well, don't worry, sweetheart. We'll have you a day at the ranch.
Hi, honey. Sorry I'm late, but I had a problem at the galley. Did you have a nice day?
Yes, just fine.
Something wrong?
No. Clint came by.
Oh. Well, I don't know what to say. Except that you're certainly worth fighting over, and I can't blame him for still trying. Which of my faults did he talk about today?
He came by to show me a letter to Mr. Todd. A letter on Banner Stationery.
Where did he get that?
Oh, it was evidently in some letters that Edwina took over to him.
Well, he has a lot of nerve. I mean, is he in the habit of reading other people's mail?
My signature was on it.
Well, of course it was. But that's a private communication between you and this Mr. Todd in Omaha. I mean, you better start worrying when your employees start reading your mail, sweetheart. It's another reason I can't trust Clint.
This has nothing to do with Clint. The problem is not who read the letter. The problem is who wrote it. Now, why does this letter mention executive editorship? And why does it bear my signature?
Sweetheart, you dictated this letter to me. After it was typed, you signed it. Hey, don't you remember?
I remember discussing Mr. Todd and what he does, that's all.
Are you accusing me of forging your signature?
Oh, wait a minute, Ted. I didn't say that.
You don't have to. It's written all over your face.
I just don't
Is this what
understand
Clint
how
has
this
you
letter can
believing? I mean, he'll never let you forget that I was in prison.
No, wait a minute.
Even though I told you I was
nothing to do
innocent.
with that.
Oh, come on now. And now you're accusing me of lying.
I don't.
Sweetheart, what's going on in your mind now, huh? Are you afraid that maybe you're marrying a criminal, huh? I mean, is that what Clint has you believing?
Who is it?
Meg? Cassie, I just saw you come in downstairs, and I was standing in the window waving at you. Didn't you see me? No. Hey, is that your telegram?
Yeah.
Well, what's with the Cassie Reynolds?
Oh, it's, because of certain family matters, I use, Howard instead of Reynolds.
You're not in any trouble, are you?
Of course not. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone about it, okay?
Oh, no, I am the last person to reveal a confidence. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Okay.
Cassie, what's wrong? What does it say?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Fall in love all over again with the sizzling summer romance that started it all. She is a castaway. She and the boy who is now a man. She watches him, and something inside her stirs. Columbia Pictures presents a sensuous story of natural love starring Brooke Shields and introducing Christopher Atkins in The Blue Lagoon, rated R. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
Hey, come on, smile. 2 years in the city isn't gonna change her.
That's the way it should be, and I'd like to see the whole world smiling with me. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile makes me feel good. So refreshing. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile.
So you're saying I'll make more money if I use cheaper ingredients and fillers?
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. Young man, you might know bookkeeping, but you don't know a thing about Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. People buy my smoked sausage in Polska kielbasa because I make it with farm fresh cuts of pork and beef, hand-trimmed, lean and tender.
Dinner's ready.
Quality meat makes Hillshire Farm.
Delicious. I wouldn't change a thing.
Hillshire Farm, now with recipes right on the label.
In Moscow's Gorky Park, American culture blossoms. Watch 2020 tonight.
Now, here's a package you'll flip over. A contemporary sofa, love seat, and 3 tables for $7.99. Style and savings. That's the Siemens package.
When was the last time you changed your mind? For example, chances are you buy Skippy peanut butter, and you probably think it tastes pretty good, and it does. But you know something? Peter Pan tastes better. In taste tests, 6 out of 10 people who thought they liked Skippy best like Peter Pan even better. Find out for yourself. After all, at these prices, why not pick the peanut butter you like best? Chances are, if you like Skippy, you'll love Peter Pan.
As you can see, the same long-distance call to the same place at the same time doesn't cost the same. Fact is, it can be half as much on MCI, the nation's long-distance phone company. If your long-distance bills are more than $25 a month, make one more call to MCI and start cutting those bills down to size. You haven't been talking too much. You've just been paying too much.
That's Hollywood tonight at 7:30.
It's my grandmother. She died.
Cassie, I'm so sorry.
I should have stayed home. I shouldn't have made her worry. If I'd gone to camp...
Oh, come on, now take it easy. She forgave you. You talked to her.
Nothing would get her down. She just wouldn't be sick. You know, she said that she'd be around for my silver wedding anniversary.
Well, she must have been a very good person who loved you very much. Now, that is all the more reason for you to stay strong now. You don't want her to know you're crying.
I know, but I'll never see her again.
Can't you go to the funeral?
How? I don't have any money. How am I going to fly to California?
Well, doesn't the telegram say when it is?
Tuesday, I think.
Hey, what about your father? You can call him. Where's he? And your mother? Well, Cassie, you must have some relatives. Hey, I'll loan you a couple of mine. Cassie, I know how terrible you must feel now.
And I don't know what the story is with your mother and father, but you've got to get a hold of one of them. I mean, so you had a fight and you had to run away.
It's not like that at all. I mean, if I told them, or if I went... No, I'm not going to let it happen that way.
Well, why? Forget your pride.
It's not my pride that's stopping me.
Well, what is it then? Okay, I give up. Well, who's this Mrs. Fuller?
The next door neighbor.
Well, it says she's going to be making all the arrangements. Is she rich?
No, she's just very nice.
Well, I don't know what to say. Tuesday's kind of a short way away to get all that money together. I wish I had it to give to you, Cassie. Hey, you know, maybe you could borrow some from Wanda Wallach.
I don't want to borrow any more money.
Well, I don't see any other way out.
I'll think of something. I have to. I think I'm going to go for a walk.
You want me to come with you?
No, I better be alone. I have a lot of things to think about.
Okay. I'll be here when you get back.
Tony's place. Good evening. May I help you?
Yes, this is Meg Winter. May I speak with Wanda Wallach?
Yes, this is she, Meg. Hi, how are you?
Hi, listen, Cassie just got a telegram from California that her grandmother died. I thought you would want to know.
Oh, thank you, yes. Where is she? Is she at the motel?
Oh, well, she went out for a little while, but she should be right back.
Meg, I'll be over there in a little while.
Okay.
Hello, Marcello. Storing around?
She's in getting changed.
Good. How did Cassie make out of work today?
Well, she had a great day, but just as she was leaving, your wife arrived and started jumping all over her.
Oh, what happened now?
Well, Cassie made a mistake in scheduling Dorian's massage appointment.
She's still angry?
I think I got her to work most of it off in the exercise room.
That little girl is going to think my wife is an ogre.
I don't care what that little girl thinks of me.
Oh.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me. Though I suppose it should. How you men are so susceptible to a pair of wide, innocent eyes.
What are you talking about?
Not the first time you've fallen for a pretty face. But you, Marcello, I really did think you were much more level-headed.
Listen, we're late for dinner. We can finish this conversation in the car, all right?
Men. Oh, men. All of you. You're just so naive.
I didn't mean to accuse you of anything, and I'm sorry if I said anything that made you think that.
Honey, what was I supposed to think?
I know. I mean, I know. It's just that nothing makes sense anymore. It just doesn't fit. I don't understand what's happening, and
Sweetheart. Don't you think I know that? That's why I was trying to explain it to you, but you wouldn't listen.
I probably did sign this letter. And when I meant to say assistant editorship, I probably mistakenly said executive editorship.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll just draft another letter tomorrow, okay?
I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to hurt you or anything.
I love you. Don't you think I know what you're going through, huh?
But I accused you falsely of all people. How could I do that?
Well, you don't think for a minute that I thought you meant anything you said. Huh?
You're very understanding.
All I want is for your health and your well-being. Honey, don't you think it might be an idea to still meet with Mr. Todd? I mean, you wouldn't want to lose him to another newspaper, would you now, huh?
I'll do that, all right. Yeah. But let's do it tomorrow or some other time, because to tell you the truth, right now I have just had my fill of the banner.
Hey, come on. You know what? I won't mention the subject again. We'll forget about it. Because all I want to do is just to be with you and hold you and just fill my thoughts with our future.
Oh, Father, there's lemon fresh and borax in you. Oh, Father, there's lemon fresh and borax in you. It's a fat kind of clean you want to get close to. Oh, Father, I'm glad there's lemon fresh and borax in you.
Look how clean Fab got those grimy clothes. Deep down clean and lemony fresh.
It's a fat kind of clean you want to get close to.
Oh, Fab, I'm glad there's lemon fresh and borax in you.
These Palmolive suds last and last.
And last and last and last. Us Palmolive suds don't know the meaning of the word quit, but we sure know what value means. Palmolive liquid is concentrated to last.
One squirt did all these dishes.
What'd you call a squirt?
Joe, you buy Palmolive less often than many brands and save.
Ah, a head for value and soft Palmolive hands for kissing.
Oh!
Palmolive saves money because the suds last and last and last.
How would you describe new Kotex Light Days panty liners? Oh, softer. Soft as a fluffy cloud?
Yes.
And you?
These new ones are soft as a...
As a whisper?
A whisper.
And how would you describe them?
Oh, softer. Soft as
Soft
as a breeze on a fresh summer morning.
That's pretty soft.
Well, so are these.
New softer Kotex Light Days panty liners for morning freshness anytime.
Look at me. I'm thinner. You can tell just by looking at me. All over.
Linda Beck has lost weight with maximum strength control. The control diet plan works, and with no stimulant.
With control, I'm not eating as much, and I'm definitely losing weight. And it doesn't have any stimulants.
Control contains no caffeine, only the strongest, most effective appetite suppressant available without prescription.
The proof is not on the scale. It's looking at me.
Want to lose weight without stimulant? Take maximum strength control.
Thank you, Joy. You're welcome.
Where are Rafe and Asa?
Oh, they went back to the suite to do some business. They said they're going to be right back. They're going to eat here.
I am making a special homecoming dinner, and they better be back here.
They will. Listen, that gives us some time to chat. Tell me anything you know about Venice.
I know about wrong. No, besides which, I have to leave here right now because a little friend of mine just lost her grandmother.
Oh, I'm so sorry for her. Is she okay?
I don't know. I guess she's okay. I'm going to go over. I'm going to visit with her a while, see if I can boost her spirits or whatever. See what I can do. Hello.
Hey, Wanda.
How are you?
How are you? Sam, long time no see.
Yeah. Well, you caught her this time because she is just about to fly off to Venice. That is number one good news. Number two good news is...
Asa brought Rafe back from Texas.
Not so happy I can't stand it, which means that the club is just a matter of minutes. Would you please sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Talk with young Sam, please, while I go, because I have to run. Okay?
Okay, wish her.
What was that all about?
Wanda has a young friend who just had a death in the family, so she's going to see how she's holding up.
Well, how are you? All things going the way you want them to?
Clint, how did you feel if Asa suddenly died?
What brought that up?
Well, it's just Wanda's friend I'm thinking about. It was the grandmother that passed away, and they must have been so close, and they must have loved each other so much, you know?
Well, Asa is my father. The loss would affect me very much.
Well, I mean, doesn't it bother you that, oh, God forbid, that it suddenly happened to Asa, that you didn't have the chance to reconcile your differences?
I suppose so. Why? Does it bother Asa?
I do know every time your name is mentioned, he does blow up, but in spite of all your differences, I know that he loves you very much.
Well, I'll always feel the same way about him.
Isn't there anything I can do to patch things up between the two of you?
No, things aren't going to change until he decides and is willing to answer some certain questions truthfully.
Well, ask me the questions. I'll start you off. I'll give you some of the answers. Go ahead.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but it's not my place to talk about it with you.
two of you are so alike. Do you know that? I mean, too big to bend and too stubborn to negotiate.
Well, like father, like son.
Clint, listen to me. I feel totally powerless to help the two of you. I really do. So, why don't you just take me back to the hotel suite and you and Ace can sit down and chat.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn down that very kind offer, but thank you.
Okay. Well, since I know what a gracious and gallant young man you are, Clint, you will escort me safely home tonight, won't you?
Now, Sam, if I didn't know any better, I'd think that you were trying to trick me into a face-to-face confrontation.
What? You're a mama? Never would I do a thing like that, Clint.
See, you have to understand one thing, Rafe. For a country western club to work up here, it's got to be authentic.
Oh, you mean with some real down-home, foot-stomping music, right?
More, much more than that. I mean, it's got to have a western attitude. It's starting with the food and the clothes the waiters wear and even the curtains on the windows. Well, you know, boy, you're from Texas.
Well, sure. I think I know what you want, Uncle Asa.
And you are going to be the heart of the operation.
I'll certainly try to do my best.
You got to do better than that. See, once this place gets established up here, I'm going to have a chain of them nationwide. You're going to manage them.
What about Wanda? Where does she fit in?
Well, Cousin Wanda knows a little bit about the restaurant business, but she doesn't have the know-how to manage a national chain. So you get your feet wet up here, and I'm going to be moving you around the country.
Oh, boy, you know, this sounds too good to be true.
There's one thing more, Ray. You, my boy, have a great future in store with you. Unless you make a horrible mistake down the line.
Well, don't worry, sir. I'll be careful.
Good boy.
Hey, this isn't Raisin Bran.
That's right. It's crispy wheats and raisins with lots of big, plump raisins. They're so big you can see the difference.
Hey, this isn't Raisin Bran.
No, sir. It's crispy wheats and raisins with big, golden crisp wheat flakes and a touch of honey.
Hey, this isn't Raisin Bran.
No, ma'am. This is crispy wheats and raisins, part of a good family breakfast.
Hey, this is Crispy Wheats and Raisins.
For a moist, super moist cake, Creamy Deluxe is the only frosting that's good enough, because it's buttercream creamy.
We did it!
Make someone happy, you and Betty Crocker can.
The buttercream creaminess of Creamy Deluxe. It's the only way to frost the incredible moistness of a super moist cake.
You and Betty Crocker can.
We did it!
Make someone happy.
Move over, Bacon. Now there's something meatier. Delicious sizzling.
Mmm, delicious. It is meatier.
Delicious sizzling. Swift makes it from leaner cuts of government-approved meat, and all that lean is all real meat. It's 50% leaner than bacon, so it's meatier.
Move over, Bacon. Now there's something meatier. Delicious sizzling. Tastes great.
Move over, bacon. Now there's something meatier. Delicious sizzling.
On All My Children.
You can see me in an hour. That's when I'm coming over. You be there, Sybil. You understand that? Be there.
The plan has gone too far. And on General Hospital.
Look at her, Robert. She's delirious.
It's Laura's life and death struggle on the island of mystery.
Nothing is working. The fever isn't breaking. She could die.
All My Children, General Hospital. Weekdays.
It's very nice of you to bring me back here.
Would you like to have something to eat? Sometimes that helps. You want to tell me something about your grandmother? Maybe that would make you feel better.
I don't know what I can say about Oma, except that I loved her very much.
And I'm sure that she loved you very much.
Cassie, hello.
Oh.
Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, Mr. Carroll.
Listen, Wanda, we're going to have to wait long for a table.
Where is Dorian?
She's out in the parking lot with the viewing public, you know. Get something pretty quick here. So,
I was working at the health club.
today? Discounting the little run-in you had with my wife.
It was okay.
You don't sound very excited about it.
Oh, I am, really.
Yeah?
What? Cassie just got word that she lost her grandmother.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, dear. Forgive me for making jokes at a time like this.
Oh, it's okay. You didn't even know.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, not really. One thing that my grandmother tried to teach me was to be independent. And now that she's gone, I want her to be proud of me.
Are you going to return to California for the funeral?
I don't know yet.
You know, if money's a problem, I'd be happy to lend it to you.
Oh, I couldn't, Mr. Callison. I mean, I appreciate it and everything, but no.
Cassie, I think it's a wonderful gesture, and I think you should accept it. You would never forgive yourself if you didn't return for your grandmother's funeral.
Mrs. Wallace.
No. No buts. No buts. Look, you figure out what flight you want. I'll make the arrangements, and you're going to need some cash for the trip. That ought to do it. Now, take it. I insist.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Uh-oh. Who's at the door?
Kat, I didn't expect to find you here.
Well, we're even then, I guess. What can I do for you?
Is Jenny in?
No, she's over at Peter's.
Ah, well, I brought a wedding present for them.
You want me to take it? You want to leave it here?
Sure.
Why don't you just come in and put it on the table? I think it'd be a little easier with her.
Okay.
Do you remember Marcello, huh?
Oh, come on, babies don't remember.
Oh, yeah, they do if they see you often enough. She's beautiful now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week ought to be heaven for me.
What do you mean?
I get to play nursemaid when Peter and Jenny go on their honeymoon. I wish she was mine.
So, how have you been? How are things going?
I'm good. It couldn't be better.
You seen anyone?
No, nobody in particular. A couple of people. I don't want to get tied down in a relationship right now.
Hi, sweetie. Well, sounds like you're having fun anyway.
Well, I am. I'm trying.
I hear you've been seeing a lot of Brad lately.
Yeah, we're good friends. I hear you see a lot of Dorian lately.
We're good friends, too.
That's good to hear.
Why?
Because Dorian's a married woman. I'd hate to see you do something you might regret. Well, I hate to kick you out, but it's sort of past her bedtime, so I think I'd better put her to bed.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to explain. With all the little brothers and sisters I have, I understand.
I'll see you at the wedding.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. Night.
Good night.
I'd like to see the thank you card that'll follow this wedding present. Here you go, Peter. From the father you've been making a fool out of all this time. Let's see how you like listening to your own voice saying Mary's not Jenny's baby, but Kat's. Kat's. What a wonderful wedding present this is going to be. And you deserve it, buddy.
Hi there.
Hi, come on in.
Thought I'd just stop down and say arrivederci.
Arrivederci, where are you going?
On my honeymoon, remember I barely had one?
Oh, well, where's is Mr. B taking you, or is that a secret like all the other honeymoons in Landview?
No, it's not a secret. He's taking me to Venice. We're leaving tomorrow.
Nothing too small for Mr. and Mrs. Asa Buchanan.
Mm.
Palazzo in the Grand Canal.
Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe. Listen, I came down primarily to ask you a big favor. Why don't you go away for a couple of days? Just get out of town and relax a little until everything settles down.
Meaning Jenny and Peter's wedding.
Right.
I appreciate your concern, but everything's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, believe me, I have everything under control. Not a care in the world.
Nice. Well, at least it's a good attitude to take. What's that?
Oh, it's a wedding gift for Peter.
Just for Peter? What are you up to?
Sam, I'm going to behave like a perfect gentleman, believe me.
Brad, listen to me. I love you, and I understand what you're going through, but I don't want to come back from my honeymoon and find out that something happened to ruin Peter and Jenny's wedding plans.
Do you know something I don't?
You know what I'm talking about. If something has happened and you're at the bottom of it, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Sam.
What?
Go away. Enjoy yourself. Have a nice honeymoon. Nothing's going to happen. Why would anything happen?
I don't know, but I know you too well. And I'm going to be worried about you. Please, Brad, just let them find their happiness.
Go away. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Send me a postcard.
Ciao.
Maria Alberghetti. Sue, it's been years. Still use Good Seasons Italian?
Not exactly.
He means I use new improved Good Seasons. What's so new? An improved delizioso taste. And look, just minutes after pouring, compare Good Seasons to the leading bottle Italian. The bottle's separated, but the herbs and spices in Good Seasons stay mixed longer to stay... delicious. Delicioso. New improved Good Seasons stays mixed to stay delicious.
This Sunday's paper has coupons good for savings up to $3 on General Foods brands, like Brim, Jell-O Gelatin, and Cool Whip. Post Raisin Bran. For every coupon you redeem by September 30th, General Foods will donate 5 cents to the Muscular Dystrophy Association, up to $1 million, to fight muscular dystrophy and help save Jerry's kids.
Save a little something for yourself and my kids.
Look for coupons in this Sunday's paper.
After I clean with pine power, my husband always says, I can tell by the smell you've been cleaning. You see, the fresh pine scent is his proof that it's clean. Well, I hate to break it to him, but the proof isn't in the pine, it's in the power. Power to clean, power to kill household germs, and power to deodorize. Why, pine power without the power would just be pine. Let him tell by the smell. We know the proof's in the power, pine power.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, Richard Thomas talks about his new triplet daughters. Also tomorrow, Joe Frazier. Next week, John Lennon's first wife, Cynthia, on Good Morning America. Tomorrow night, the governor and Benson go to bail a friend out of trouble and wind up on the wrong side of the law, followed by the Krypton Factor.
Attention all.